Trewalla's a classic mixed farm, I guess, or a mixed enterprise. We run 12,000 first cross ewes, producing about 14,000 prime lamb, which we service mostly the supermarket sector of Australia. We also run 500 Angus cows, which are Danoon blood. Danoon's a studded Holbrook. We service JB Swift with our steers, and then we also do about 5,000 acres of cereal and canola cropping. We aim to get them to about 500 to 550 kilos at 15 to 18 months of age. That's generally putting on about a kilo and a half a day from birth. But basically we try and match our spring flush with our stocking rates. So we get cold winters, we get limited amount of growth through the winter, but we get a massive spring flush. So I guess through our winter times we seem a little bit overstocked, but we need to be like that to utilise the amount of grass that we can grow in the spring. So we push our steers into JBS at that age and at that weight, and it seems to work. It just matches our production curves, I guess.
So what Rose Grange Pastoral are doing well is being able to match their feed supply with their feed demand, so finishing those cattle through spring and then into summer. Over the last 2 years, they had around 500 animals consigned into MSA, and with that consignment, they had a compliance rate of 97.7%, which is really good, and also having those average index figures of around 62.97, so just sitting below a 63 index on average.
One of the main things that we live by here at Trewalla is a calm approach to our stock. When they're in the yards, they're handled with utmost respect. We don't put them in any stressful situation. And when we're loading them or when we've got a consignment going out, we'll generally get that consignment ready perhaps 2 weeks prior to them leaving the property, put them back out onto pasture and then bring them in quietly and load them straight on the truck. And we are finding that our number of duck cutters is reduced dramatically because of our handling of our stock and our stress levels in our animals.
The other thing these guys are doing really well is they're using their feedback sheets to analyse if they do have animals falling out on compliance, what actually causes that, and sort of bringing it back to what they're doing on farm. In terms of their carcass attributes, they had an average ossification of 180, but the majority of animals sitting in that 130 to 140 os. And then if you have a look at their marbling, they had an average marbling of around 500 MSA marble score.
The reason that we registered, it was probably a no-brainer for us, I guess, that the fact that some of the avenues that we want to put our animals or our product are limited if we're not registered with MSA. So to keep all options open for us, it was just a natural thing to do. One of the reasons that I have found been really useful with MSA, that as a farm manager, it's really kept me in control of my system, and it's sharpened up my record keeping. The benefits for the industry overall are, one, I think protecting our clean green image of Australia in an ever-evolving industry that's heavily scrutinised. The MSA practice is keeping us right under check on making sure that our animals are humanely treated, stress-free, produced in the best and utmost respect. But in doing this, we're getting an even, consistent eating meat, and that's what it's all about.